It was a cold and rainy night. Thunder echoed across the dark sky as Daniel Carter stood outside the hospital delivery room, nervously waiting. Inside, his wife Emily was giving birth to their first child. Daniel kept walking back and forth in the hallway, praying everything would be okay. After what felt like hours, the door finally opened. A nurse came out holding a tiny newborn baby girl. The sound of the baby crying filled the quiet hallway. Daniel smiled with tears of joy. But then he noticed something strange. The doctor's face looked serious. The doctor walked slowly toward him and said softly, "We tried our best, but we couldn't save your wife." For a moment, the world stopped. Daniel felt like the ground disappeared beneath his feet. His wife, the love of his life, was gone. The nurse gently placed the baby in his arms. Daniel looked at the tiny girl and whispered with trembling lips, "Hello, little angel, from today it's just you and me." He named her Lily. The first few months were incredibly difficult. Daniel had never taken care of a baby before. He didn't know how to change diapers properly. He didn't know how to calm her when she cried all night. Many nights he didn't sleep at all. But whenever Lily smiled, Daniel forgot all his exhaustion. She became the reason he kept moving forward. Daniel worked as a janitor at a small school. The job didn't pay much. After paying rent and buying baby supplies, almost nothing was left. Sometimes Daniel skipped meals just so Lily could have milk. But he never complained. To him, Lily was his entire world. When Lily turned 4, Daniel started teaching her small things. Every morning before work he prepared her breakfast. He learned how to braid her hair from watching videos. He packed her school lunch carefully. At school events, Lily always held her father's hand proudly. But sometimes other children asked hurtful questions. "Why don't you have a mom?" One day a classmate mocked her. "Maybe your mom didn't want you." Lily ran home crying. Daniel hugged her tightly. "Your mom loved you more than anything," he said gently. "She gave her life so you could live." That day Lily stopped feeling ashamed. Instead, she felt proud of her father. When Lily was 10 years old, something unexpected happened. The school where Daniel worked suddenly shut down. Daniel lost his job. Bills started piling up. The electricity was cut off twice. But Daniel refused to give up. He started working 2 jobs. Cleaning offices during the day. Delivering food at night. Sometimes he slept only 3 hours. But every morning he still woke up early to prepare Lily for school. One night Lily woke up and walked into the kitchen. She saw Daniel sleeping at the table. His hands were still wearing cleaning gloves. For the first time, Lily realized how much her father sacrificed for her. She quietly placed a blanket over his shoulders and whispered, "One day I will make you proud, Dad." Years passed quickly. Lily became one of the best students in her school. Her dream was to become a doctor. But medical school was extremely expensive. Daniel knew he didn't have enough money. So he secretly sold the only valuable thing he had left, his old car. With that money, he paid Lily's first tuition fee. When Lily discovered this, she cried, "Dad, why would you sell your car?" Daniel smiled gently. "Because your future is more important than my comfort." Lily studied harder than ever. She never forgot her father's sacrifices. Years later she finally graduated from medical school. On graduation day, Daniel sat quietly in the back wearing his old suit. When Lily walked across the stage to receive her degree, she searched the crowd. When she saw her father, she smiled proudly, because she knew he was the real reason she succeeded. A few years later Lily met a kind man named Michael. Michael respected Daniel deeply. He admired the sacrifices Daniel made for his daughter. Eventually Michael proposed to Lily. And she said yes. The wedding day finally arrived. The hall was decorated with beautiful flowers and golden lights. Guests filled the room with laughter. Daniel stood quietly near the stage watching everything. Inside his heart, emotions were overwhelming. His little girl was starting a new life. Then Lily walked into the hall wearing her wedding dress. Daniel's eyes filled with tears. "You look just like your mother," he whispered softly. Soon it was time for the father-daughter dance. Soft music began playing. Lily held her father's hand. But before the dance started, she asked for the microphone. The room became completely silent. Lily looked at the guests and said, "Everyone here sees a happy bride today, but very few people know the story of my father." She turned toward Daniel. "When I was born, my mother passed away. My father raised me alone. Many guests were already wiping tears. Lily continued. He worked day and night, skipped meals, and sacrificed everything so I could have a better future. Daniel tried to hide his tears. But Lily wasn't finished. Today I want to give him something special. She pointed toward the entrance. Several children walked into the hall. They were from an orphanage. Guests looked confused. Lily smiled and said, "My father once told me no child should ever feel alone. So today, we are opening a charity clinic for orphan children in his name." The entire hall erupted into applause. Daniel stood frozen in shock. Then Lily hugged him tightly. "Dad, everything I am today is because of you." Daniel's voice trembled as he whispered, "You were always my greatest blessing." They began their father-daughter dance. But this wasn't just a dance. It was the celebration of a lifetime of sacrifice, love, and devotion. And that night, there wasn't a single dry eye in the room. Because everyone realized one powerful truth. A single father's love can change the world.